Patriots, baby.
The Inky Man.
And he's on the door. And he's on the door.
It is real.
And he's on the door. And he's on the door.
Hold your ears, folks. It's showtime.
What up, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy.
The Inky Man.
Happy Monday to you, suckers. So, today, of course, is Motivation Monday. Let's get right into it. So, now is a time. A lot of things are going on. Pandemic is just bringing a lot of people into their mental health. You're hearing a lot about mental health. Anxiety, depression. Two things that I've dealt with. Suicide rate going up. All sorts of things are happening now based off of this pandemic. And it's just messing with people's psyche. And it's crazy because to me, in the beginning stages of the pandemic, minus the scare and the toilet paper shortage and all this other stuff that was going on, it brought people back to the basics. Products like the versus battles were products of pandemic, because you had to be home. And this gave people an opportunity to get classic music and classic artists together, to do things. Speaking of which, anybody see that versus battle with the Bone Thugs and 3-6 Mafia? That seems to be the rage now. Just wanted to point that out in case you weren't aware of what went down. But to get back to what I'm talking about, mental health seems to be a big issue right now because of the pandemic. And it made people see that life really isn't as difficult as you make it to be. We were forced to get down to the basics. We were forced to realize what it is that we actually need versus what we want. And so just different things, from unemployment being raised to fast forward to now the Great Resignation, where people are going into the gig economy. Now, if you're not familiar with the gig economy, it's people that are doing Uber, Postmates, gigs to create income as opposed to 9 to 5s. So it's changed the way people are used to doing things, and with that comes these mental health issues, because now I think what it is that people are not, the things that you knew or the things that you thought you knew in some cases were lies, or there were better ways of doing it, or if you weren't using your brain before as much as you are now you're starting to see things for what they are. I saw a post just today, actually a post that was yesterday, and somebody had brought up, when are we going to admit we voted for the wrong president? But to touch on that a little bit, it was lesser of two evils. And in that post, somebody actually said that in the comments too. It was lesser of two evils. But now, okay, you know what? Let's take it there. Now, this just hit me. Because I'm not going to lie to you, I just wanted to talk about something, so I had something to put up for Monday and to kind of motivate you. But I actually have a question.
It's the question. Come on.
Now, minus all the hoopla that was surrounded by Trump, minus all the hoopla that's surrounded with Joe Biden, if you're really looking at the economy and you're looking at the way things are, all right? When Trump was coming into office, there was a whole lot of, we had racism, we had, police brutality has always been around. You can go back to the 60s, 70s, and beyond that to see that this is not a new thing. It's just that there are more cameras out there that are catching what's going on. But I think we were thriving a little bit better when Trump was in office versus now, okay? Joe Biden came in, and I don't think people are understanding that this was part of his campaign, because he really wasn't campaigning about shit except being the other side of Trump, being the anti-Trump. You understand what I mean? People wanted to have Joe Biden come in so we can get Trump out. That was the whole big issue. But now we got this man in, and what people are not focusing on is that he came in on the campaign of trying to do something with this pandemic. His thing was to increase masks and areas where we were going to get tested and all that. And look where we are. About like 3 or 4 damn variants have come out. And I've said this to Cookie before, and I've said this to maybe one other person. And if I'm wrong, hopefully I will be wrong. But I have a feeling that if not half, when we talk 2 years of Joe Biden's reign, if not half, then the whole 4 years is going to be about this pandemic. It's going to be about that. It's going to be masks. It's going to be mandates. It's going to be Omicron. It's going to be another variant. And it's just convenient how this thing is essentially, to me, and if I'm wrong again, you can say I'm wrong, let's argue. This is just a cold. This is a severe cold or flu, excuse me. This is a severe flu. And whereas flu has its season, this thing has just been stretched out. And the way that it gets stretched out is it'll be present for a period of time. It's starting to get cold now. This wouldn't be when flu season or that comes up. And then it starts to die down. And then we're still talking about it a little bit, and then boom, it flares back up again. And I think that that's what's going to be happening with this, with Joe Biden's campaign. This post also went on to say that the person didn't think Kamala should be in there. And here's the thing, now that I'm thinking about that. Obama was in office, and it was a big deal, not because of the stuff he did, but because he was the first black president. Joe Biden comes in with the vice president who brings in 2 things. A female who is vice president. 2 things right there. First, black female to be vice president. That was the big thing. Until she was in office, then you realize she was half black and half, half Indian. Now, I'm trying to be careful with that because I'm speaking off the top of my head. But there was this, she's half Indian, half black kind of thing going in on that. Whereas you weren't hearing that before. But the point I'm trying to make is, as these superstars are coming in and these celebrity officials are coming in, you're not focusing on what they're doing. Now, last I can recall, Kamala Harris was last time I paid attention to anything with this, Kamala Harris was upset because the people, including Joe, are not giving her her fair share. They're giving her bullshit tasks to handle, and you're not hearing about her. And there's supposedly some rift going on within the White House between the 2 of them because she seems to be just pacified. He's handling all of these big things, and they got her handling small things that don't really matter, So I'm saying that to ask this question. And then I'm going to leave it there. And we're going to scratch that this is Motivation Monday. I'm just going to leave it with the question.
The time has come for someone to put his foot down.
Biden or Trump now?
Is me.
Biden or Trump now?
The time has come.
Think about it. Later.
The time has come. The time has come.